What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Roche. This is my first post. Chilling in the car thinking, and I'm sitting here like, man, um, there's a way we can get around all of this conspiracy theory thing. It's just kind of like flipping the psychology, reverse psychology per se. And all you got to do is when somebody brings it up or you want to introduce something to a family member and they're like, what is this one of your conspiracy theories? Just instead of that, just flip it on them and be like, no, this is an alternative theory. People like alternatives. Conspiracy sounds like tinfoil hat to people nowadays. So just tell them, no, this is alternative theory. This is, something alternative. I've done a lot of research. This is alternative theory. It's not going to sound anything like conspiracy theory, too. And that's going to kill the stigma right off the bat. Um, with that said, man, yeah, that's the number one way. Just try to switch it up on your family members, you know. Because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people's like, you just can't save some family members, which is true. But the ones that you do want to save, man, the ones that mean the most to you, and you still try to reach out and give them as much knowledge as you can, those ones, um, you know, you just got to do what you can. And like I said, if they think it's conspiracy theory, if you got to switch it up on them, play a little reverse psychology on them, and be like, nah, this is alternative theory. This is something completely different. Sounds super scientific. You know what I'm saying? Alternative theory. It does. I think that's a college course or some shit anyway. But yeah, just flip it up on them. Just try different things because at the end of the day, family does mean the world. I mean, to a lot of people. So it's something that you gotta consider. So that's what I try to do. Is just try to flip it up on on people. A lot of times in the past, I've just come off just harsh as fuck. I come off like harsh as fuck to everybody because I just knew the knowledge and I'd be like, no, that's not what you should be doing. This is what you should be doing. Take that. And it didn't really work that well. So now I just try to switch it up. Now they come to me for information and I switch it up on them and make sure that they don't see it as me being crazy or seeing things from a different light because obviously when you research things like I do and you into the truth, you're trying to find out what's really going on with things in the world, you're gonna run into some things that some alternative theories that are gonna rub most people the wrong way because they believe so much in the government and what we've been lied and told over the years. So, man, anyway, man, I'm just out here in the car right now because it's chilling though, looking at the trees and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video, man, just to help people. Anybody who's on a spiritual journey like myself, who's trying to who's daily seeking the truth, who's trying to pave out their own way in this life, and trying to help out anybody who's willing to listen, but also still wanting to take care of their family and make sure their family's good. Just try different ways, like for sure try that phrase alternate theory or alternative theory. I'm telling you, it'll work. Anytime they bring up the conspiracy theory, be like, no, this is an alternative theory. And then they'll be, they'll turn their head. What's an alternative theory? Oh, it's be like, oh, it's just an alternative theory to what the current theory is. You know? Something where you weigh the two. People like alternatives. Be like, look, we just weigh the two. Instead of the conspiracy theory, because you gotta think about it, conspiracy theory was literally manipulated by the government and put out, I believe, back in the 1930s, 20s and 30s, because there were so many people who were already waking up back then, so they put out that term, conspiracy theory, to basically lessen the movement of people who were waking up, make them sound like they were lesser than, or make them sound weird or crazy, make it easier for them to lock them away and give them psychiatric drugs and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's like now just make sure you try to switch it up because that's what they did. All they did is they took something that was right, which is seeking the truth and holding people accountable for their actions, like, and turned it into conspiracy theories and made it have this negative connotation. And now you got to switch it up to be able to talk real shit, real world shit, what's going on with the world, with bots, or what we would call NPCs or bots or whatever. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do, you know, to save as many as you can, because somebody saved you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we woke up, but somebody planted that seed with you. So whatever you can do to plant that seed with other people. You know what I mean? Don't think, yeah, you're the chosen one. Yeah, you're great. You were meant to do this, but you were woken up by somebody else. Somebody else planted a seed that made you realize, like, oh, that shit don't sound right. Let me look into it. Let me investigate. Let me hop on YouTube, do some research, or let me pick up a book and do some research, or let me, hop online, do some research, whatever browser you use. But at the end of the day, we were all woken up by somebody, you know. Um, Whether it was our higher selves because we were at our lowest point, or whether somebody else dropped some information in your mind where you had to pick it up, and you had a spiritual awakening because you start questioning shit. Somebody dropped some knowledge on you, whether it was a teacher or whether it was a friend or a family member. Might have been my cousin Eddie, honestly, because he used to come to me with a lot of different theories and stuff. And at first, I was a little hesitant, like, yo, that nigga kind of far fetched. When I was younger, he was like, he kind of out there, because still believing everything was okay. And then slowly but surely started to realize things was fucked up, and now I'm at the point where I'm helping other people. So don't ever feel like, yeah, like, I don't waste your energy, don't fight and bicker, and don't argue and make them feel bad. But you could try different methods for sure. Persistency pays in everything in life. Persistency and perseverance pays in everything in life. So if you still have a good relationship with your family, try different methods. Alternative theory. Alternative theory. That shit sounds legit. Sounds scientific. I'm sure it's a college course I took. But yeah, alternative theory for sure. And just tell them, like, look, if they say, is that another one of your conspiracy theories? No, this is alternative theory. Actually, I've been doing some research. Pretty scientific. Anyway, man, I'm checking out. Just anything we could do to try to help wake up others as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so grandiose to think that you're just that great of a person that you can't reach out and help the others. You know what I mean? We got to get rid of the ego in that sense, and thinking that we're better than everybody else just because we're woke and we're spiritually aware. You know what I mean? Yes, we do have an advantage, but we got to use that advantage to reach back and help as many people as we can, if that makes any sense. You know? Anyway, alternative alternative theory. All right, it's your boy Roche, Spiritual Roche, checking out. Man, it's a blessing reaching out and connecting with you guys. For real, has brought me some good energy. But y'all have a good one.